my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to share about my experience in Thailand, as well as share some interesting facts that you didn't know before, and hopefully inspire you to visit Thailand someday. My very first reason to visit Bangkok was to see all those shiny and beautiful and golden temples, and I am sure that you've ever seen those temples at least in one of your friends' Instagram feeds and be like, oh my god, I really want to go there. You know, the idea of visiting Bangkok or Thailand in general always scared me because I imagine it exactly how it was represented in Hangover 2 movie. Dirty, stinky, creepy, rats everywhere. However, I was really surprised to discover that Bangkok was actually really modern in terms of infrastructure, very developed, but at the same time very traditional. Also, it was filled with tourists from all over the world, and if the city has tons of tourists, it means that there is something juicy going on. Aside Thailand being famous for parties, there are also some other interesting facts that every traveler needs to know. Thailand is the only Southeast Asian country that was never colonized by a European country. Indonesia was colonized by Dutch, Portuguese, and even Japanese. Malaysia was colonized by British, and Vietnam was colonized by French. However, Thailand was never colonized, and this is the fact that makes Thai people really proud. And in fact, the word Thailand in the Thai language means the land of free. We are really lucky that we know the name of the capital as Bangkok, because in original Pali and Sanskrit roots it goes like Krungapamahan Amontarashakosin Mahintarayataya Mahadilopoko
La kwaza la kwa la kwaza. Dablaza.
Shivasamasahan Amontihamrishan. Okay, and what does that really mean? That means the city of angels, great city of immortals, magnificent city of the 9 gems,
protector of the 7 kingdoms, the mother of dragon, the unburnt, the breaker of chains,
erected by Vishkarman in Indra's behest.
This is Jon Snow. He's king in the north.
Thailand is the land of temples. In fact, it has 35,000 temples all over the Thailand, and visiting them requires modest clothing, which means no shorts and no sleeveless shirts. And did you know that Bangkok used to be covered by the water all over the place, and it was called the Venice of the East? However, later the buildings were built above the stills on the river, and all the canals were covered, and now we see the Bangkok as usual today. Did you know that Thailand loves its king, and it gives the great respect to the monarchy? And in fact, when you go to the cinemas or to the movie theaters, you are expected to stand up while the national anthem plays, and you are expected to pay the respect to the kingdom while the national anthem is playing before the movie. Interesting. And if India is popular for the holy celebration where everybody throws the paints at each other, in Thailand they have the huge water fights at the Songkran festival, which is around the Thai New Year, around 13 or 15 of April. This is the time that you have to be in Thailand because tourists and local people are both armed with the squirt guns where they soak each other with the water all over the streets, which is so much fun. I've only spent 5 days in Thailand, and I mostly traveled to Bangkok and to Pattaya, just because I didn't have time, but also because I didn't have money. But it was already enough for me to see the diversity. And you know, I mostly traveled to the Islamic countries where there's different religion and different customs. And visiting Thailand was so eye-opening, and I've never seen those monks in my life. I've only seen them in the movies, and I got really amazed by their faith, and I really wanted to know more about Buddhism and to discover more about Buddha. And I really wanted to learn how to meditate, because it feels like once you're meditating, you are more wise and you know all the answers, and you can find yourself and discover your inner soul and be as chilled, as balanced as those monks. Those temples in Thailand, they are so huge, so ancient, so magical, and so Instagrammy. They are really mesmerizing. Besides Thailand being so traditional, it is also really modern. At one side of the city you can see all those temples and Buddhas and tuk-tuks, the trivial taxis and floating markets. But at the other side of the city you can see all those skyscrapers, fancy rooftop bars and clubs. It's like, yes, you're in Asia, but you might be also in New York. Oh wait, drive 45 minutes away and you are in a Bounty commercial. Just take a sip of a coconut water and enjoy our beautiful beaches. Don't you get it, guys? Thailand is a whole package, and now it makes sense why foreigners made Thailand their ultimate hangout place. And And speaking of parties in Thailand, I went to the Khao San Road in Bangkok. It is the loudest road that I've ever seen. It is like the street of the clubs, and all the clubs are in a different place and they're all open air. Honestly, I was so shocked by the loudness of this place. It's like you're walking by the street, you're not entering the clubs yet, and you can see all the music coming from different clubs, and all the music is different. And it's like, it's so messed up. And the thing is, I really feel bad for the ice cream sellers with their stalls, because they are the ones that work there every day, and I've noticed them wearing the earplugs because they have to protect their ears, and besides they're really old, they already have the earring problem. And this street is actually really so much fun, because if you want to get this vibes of you partying, even though if you can't, and all those clubs, they are open air, so I felt like you don't really have to enter those clubs. You can just buy your drinks at 7-Eleven outside and just, like, you know, stand outside and just dance, because there's music playing. Honestly, I feel like tourists in Thailand, during the daytime, they dedicate their time while the spiritual rituals, going to the temples and meditating to Buddha. However, at night they party really hard while taking the sip of alcohol and trying to eat those roasted cockroaches. Okay, wait, didn't I tell you about the cockroaches? Okay, this is absolutely a new thread. So Thai people, they actually love eating cockroaches. If Western people love snacking the popcorns while watching the movies, whereas for Thai people, they prefer to eat water bugs, cockroaches, grasshoppers, and they like cooking them together with onions, and then they like roasting them and selling. And what's even funny, that most of the tourists, they actually buy and they actually eat. Okay. This is Thailand, baby. Expect the unexpected, girl. And you know, I was really thankful to Thailand, because it was the whole package. It had everything. It had modernization, it had the cultural thing, it had cheap places, it had beaches, and even though I was the low budget tourist, I still could afford myself to go to the beaches. And there's this city which is actually 45 minutes away from Bangkok. It's called Pattaya. I was a little bit shocked and surprised, because Pattaya is a low-key Russian city. Honestly, guys, I've never seen so many Russians in my life. This city is full of Russians. So Pattaya has this amazing temple that is called the Sanctuary of Truth, and according to Thai people, it was built for 40 years and it's still being built, so they have no idea when is it going to be finished, but it's really beautiful. And you go to that temple, you get those Indian vibes, because they have all those Indian architecture. It's Buddhism, at the same time Hinduism, but probably you're in India or probably you're in Thailand, and it's so mesmerizing. You can also observe the sunset from the temple and take all those beautiful, amazing pictures, and maybe even dance a little bit, who knows? So Pattaya is mostly a party city, I would say, as well. Not a place where you would want to be isolated and enjoy this beach vibes. Pattaya is really crowded, really dirty, it's like really polluted. But the good news is that there was another small island close to Pattaya, which was called Koh Land, and it was our freedom. With the help of motor ship, we got to the Koh Land Island, and we only paid around 30 bahts, and it took us 30 minutes to get to that island. And thank God that island was actually isolated. That island was beautiful. It had all those clean, most importantly, and beautiful beaches. It was less crowded, and you could see people from different nationalities, not only one nationality. And I also like that we could actually rent a motorbike there, and we changed our beaches. We also saw monkeys. We also fed them. It was a very unique experience. I am absolutely thankful to Thailand for being the whole package, for having so many varieties, for having so many alternatives for tourists with different budgets. And I actually, even though I was a low budget tourist, I really enjoyed my time there. Let's share this video so that we can inspire another people to know more about Thailand and actually visit Thailand regardless of their budget and be familiar with another religions, with another cultures. And if you could like my video and help my channel to grow so that other thousands of people could see my videos and also be motivated, I'd be really grateful. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye!